In 8th grade, section 3-6, we're dealing with adding and subtracting unlike fractions. So this one's a little more difficult than the last section because now we have to make the common denominators. And why would you need something like this? Well, for example, someone is taking care of your dog for the day. You feed your dog normally 2/3 a cup of food in the morning and 1/2 a cup at night. So how much for the whole day? Because you want to be able to put that in a bag and give it to the person, saying, here, this is how much you feed my dog twice a day. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it, but they're different measurements, right? That's like trying to split a pizza evenly, and one pizza box has 6 pieces and the other pizza box has 8. Okay? It's different slices, so different work. So 2/3 plus 1/2. First, before I can add the tops, so I have to find a common denominator. So basically, the common denominator I'm going to find is 6. So, because both of these numbers can go in 6. Worst case scenario, I can just multiply the two bottom numbers together. Sometimes it's going to give me a really big number. You don't have to multiply them together, but that's if you can't find anything else. But basically, I'm looking for a number that both of them go into. So, what I'm going to do here is, well, in order to turn 3 into a 6, I have to multiply it by 2. But in order for me to keep the same value, right, I can't just multiply. Like, if I'm trying to split those pizzas, I can't just say, okay, let me just put the denominator and just change it. No, I have to have still the same amount of slices. I can't magically go bake some more. I mean, I could, but in this case, that's not how I can split it evenly. So basically, I need to cut the pizza into even slices, okay? But how many? Because I already have 8 pieces and I have 6 pieces. I can't sew pizza together, so I can't divide, but I can multiply. So times 2 times 2. So because in order to get 3 into 6, to turn 3 into 6, I have to multiply by 2. So I have to multiply the top also. In this case, the second one, I have to I want to get a 6, but I don't multiply by 2, I multiply by 3. So I have to do the top and bottom by 3. See? The same, top and bottom. So that gives me my new fraction, 4/6 and 3/6. Now, my denominator is the same, it's 6. And now I can do what I did last section, which is just add the top. So I end up with 4 plus 3, which is 7/6. So, that was a mouthful, so let's see if you've got any of that. Okay, I'm going to find a common denominator. In this case, 28. Okay, I want to turn 28. So, in order for me to get the right top number, I need to think. 4 times what gives me 28? 4 times 7. So that means if I multiply the bottom by 7, I have to multiply the top by 7. So this gives me 21. It's number 7. With 7, I've multiplied it by 4 to get me 28. So then I have to multiply the top by 4. That gives me 1 times 4, which is 4. And then now that they're the same on the bottom, I can just add the top. So 21 plus 4 is 25 over 28. Okay? So the next one is the same. I'm going to take this and I'm going to find a common denominator, which 6 and 10, they both can go into 60. I can multiply them. But I believe they both can also go into 30. And I can use my calculator to guess and check. If you use 60, the world doesn't end. It's a bigger number, but that's fine. So in order for me to get to turn 6 into 30, I have to multiply 6 times 5. So that means I have to multiply the top by 5, which gives me 25. And then for this one, because this is a plus and a minus, this turns into a minus, okay? And then in order for me to turn 10 into 30, I have to multiply it by 3. That means I have to multiply the top by 3, which is 9. So 25 minus 9 is 16 over 30. And I can reduce it because it says to simplify. And by reducing, I just divide by the same number. So let's try divide by 2. So this gives me 8 over 15. All right. And then the last one is mixed fractions. So I have to make sure to make it into an improper fraction. So I take 2 times 8, which is 16, and I add the top, which is 1. So 17 over 8. And then minus 3. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11 over 8. Now, I could find the common denominator first and then do this, or I can do this first. It doesn't matter which order. Oh, this is supposed to be 3. Now, these both go, let's do 24. So 24 is my new. Okay, and in order to turn 8 into 24, I have to multiply by 3. So I have to multiply 17 by 3, which gives me 51. This one I have to multiply by 8, so I have to multiply the top by 8, which gives me 88. Okay, 51 minus 88 gives me negative 37 over 24. All right, so go ahead and try page 157, numbers 2 and 11, 157, numbers 2 and 11, and I will see you in class.